Oh hi, it's Bukai, and welcome back to another video for IdleOn on our solo Let's Play challenge. And, well, as you can see, we've been grinding some Gigafrogs for the past 1 day, 1 hour. So, 25 hours on there, and we've gotten 10,000 additional kills. That means, by this on here, it's going to take us about 10 days of Gigafrogs in order to get the good old-fashioned Zao on the frogs. However, it will be worth it, simply because considering the frogs are quite important to, or are one of the hardest to actually get your Zao stacks. I mean, if I hang around here and get it now, rather than when my internet's actually good and I am just going to be absolutely frustrated in getting. But someone asked for my build before, and, here I am showing it off. There's a bit of mistakes. Like, I should not have put 45 points into the double damage skill and whatnot. That was, like I said, a bit of a mistake on there, and just should not have invested deeply into that. Now, we're at 37k bullfrogs, so we're on our way up. I'm not going to be able to get them by World 3 release, unfortunately. Just simply considering World 3 release is most likely, if, Lava's to be believed, and if the alpha testers and whatnot are to be believed, most likely World 3 will be coming out Monday. So very shortly after this video comes out, and yeah, there's not really much that we can do there. So I'm continuously buying more hot dogs, considering I know that I'm going to be needing a new stack of peanuts, and what better way than to feed my peanut allergy than to buying hundreds of hot dogs. Now, I'm also starting to prepare for the Dutes, even though that's going to be a while before I'm at the 1.5k accuracy. I would still like to have a store of the actual Dute keys. And one thing that will be coming to this channel on here is every Saturday, the guild is going to be playing and doing a bunch of Duke keys on there. So if you guys would like to join us, we would be meeting most likely at 21 CET. So that's Central European time. You're more than welcome to join us. And if you got any Duke keys, come and join and, murder some giant mummy bosses. It'd be quite fun and a little community event that I thought would be a decent thing that we could all do. Now, most likely this will be on my main account, as I'm not at the position right now to do these on this guy, obviously. He's nowhere near the mummy, with, an accuracy of 592. Pretty far away, and we did just unlock Shaccuracy, so that's understandable on there. Now, speaking of Shaccuracy, one thing that I'm also going to be having to do pretty soon is, I'm not sure whether I should be doing it now or whether I should hold off. Basically, whether I should hold off on the Gigafrogs, focus on the Gigafrogs might as well just finish the Zao stack, or whether I should switch over to the skilling build and just start building up my supply of, first, my gold platinum, and second of all, building up my supply of fish. And I also need my supply of tropical logs. So I've got quite a bit of skilling that I need to do, especially to start investing back into my alchemy, because considering I've kind of run into a point where I don't have the capability of dumping heavily into alchemy. I don't have the resources for it, and I've got to go and stop the actual class XP soon and switch over. And I also realized that I've been this whole time I haven't been having the level up gift, and that's just a shaking my head moment on there. What was I thinking? How many levels and whatnot, how many chances I would have had at getting some decent items and whatnot, but, live and learn, live and learn. Can't win them all, can't win them all. But let me know in the comments what you guys think I should do. Like, I know that it's pretty split on whether we should be going to getting the Enforced Slasher, and then others are saying wait for the Enforced Slasher, because considering supposedly in World 4 the cost is being reduced, so I kind of don't know which is the best option, but I'm leaning towards the maybe stopping the Gigafrogs for a little bit and spending the AFK time, considering 25 hours on some AFK resources is still some pretty good time. The only thing I don't want to run into is if I spend that much time on a resource, I don't want to end up having, it all, half of it go to the ground and whatnot, and I'm just not able to pick it up. Yeah, so it's one of those things of having to plan around not only the solo character, but also my having no internet access and whatnot, and basically only being able to go to it maybe once, twice a day if I'm lucky. It's getting real hard on there, and yeah. On this video, I am going to be hanging on the actual Gigafrogs more and just leaving that overnight, but for future ones, I'm genuinely curious what people are thinking of. I also do have, this day's and next day's videos already not recorded, but actually, the footage is recorded, but my commentary isn't. So let me know in the comments below what you guys think, and I will, by the time I get to reading it and whatnot, I will try to implement whichever one that you guys wish me to do. But in the meantime, it's all about them Gigafrogs on there is what I'm doing. And yeah, I know people are probably sick of seeing Gigafrogs. Like, I'm sick of seeing Gigafrogs on there. It's basically been Gigafrogs for the past 3 videos. I now understand why Lava had called that God is stuck at frogs. I am truly stuck at frogs. I've got to get this 100%. It's only 2% damage on there, but once I get this one, I never have to go back and do frogs. At least until a post office order tells me to do 300,000 of them, because considering that will come eventually. So I end up hanging around on frogs for a long time on here, and I've basically cut and skipped through I would say, 15, maybe 20 minutes worth of footage, give or take. Be a bit boring on there to have basically every video being identical, where it's just you guys seeing me kill a bunch of frogs the whole time, and it gets boring rambling over that entire piece on there, just waiting for it to flick over towards the next one. So I figured that I might as well do a cut here and jump back where we're actually going back to town and whatnot, or to where I'm checking my tasks before I go down to town, and I'm like, oh, hold on, I can do that one. Drop the green leaf on Schizo, or however you pronounce that Schizo's name. It's probably what it is supposed to be, Schizo or Sklitzo or whatever. Yeah, mainly considering he's making every other character Sklitzo, considering he's a prankster. So it's here that I decide, I can do that. I might as well do that. I don't have many bullfrog horns in my inventory, but it's worth it to go and take one leaf out, chuck it on him, get, 10 additional guild points and whatnot. So that's exactly what I end up doing on there, where, I take out that one leaf. There we go. You've learned how to do this. Huzzah! Now, I think I already had the battle axe stamp, so I don't bother to go turn it in. And we decide to go run all the way down to Sklitzo before, unfortunately, returning to frogs. But before then, we've got to actually stop off, pick up our dailies, grab the stuff from the Coliseum, just the important things on there. And that's a video I should be making pretty soon for you guys on there, especially a lot of the newer players that are on the channel, considering a big feedback that I've been getting is that the videos are for a lot higher end content on there. So I wanted to see what people's opinions are and make some smaller, lower end on there, like around, I would say maybe level 35 to 50, like about what you should be having by then, give or take. I'll also be making this solo character at a level 70 to show you a mining build with a limited alchemy and a limited stamps on there. Because considering I think that'll show a more not a easier, but a different position as to where people are, or where the majority of people are that are following the channel. I know that I do have some people that are following in inside of the guild that are just have eclipsed my main account, and it's almost ridiculous on there how much further they are than this one. And I'm genuinely surprised that those guys are still following this channel on there. I mean, I'm no one special. Or at least I don't think I'm anyone special, but, is what it is on there. Once I get those tasks done, it's a matter of running back all the way down to Gigafrogs. So as I'm running back to Gigafrogs actually on there, I've been, just messing around, but I end up noticing something on here, and you guys are all going to notice my senpai on here, and well, very, very shortly. Senpai doesn't notice me, but I notice senpai. Look at that! Who's that? Is that the man I've been stalking? The man who still hasn't seen me until basically he posted on the Discord like the day before or the day after this video gets posted. Yep, we gotta stalk Andi. Stalking Andi's quite fun on there. Please don't stalk Andi. I don't need a million. I don't need him to be messaging me saying why it's a million people following him and saying let's stalk Andi and saying hello Andi. Leave Andi alone. But I just thought it would be funny considering the man just never ends up seeing me and he ends up seeing Orange all the time. So I was like, hey Andi. Yeah. So with that, I've been rambling on for a while. Hope that you guys found this hope that you guys enjoyed this. If you did, don't hesitate to leave a like, a subscribe, pass it on to your friends. If you didn't, pass it on to your enemies then, out of pure spite. But if you guys have been enjoying it on there, then there's a link to a coffee shop where if you guys really would like to, you can buy me a coffee. And with that, take care, everyone.